if Burrow wins, I think you hit on something here. If Burrow wins, the comparisons to Brady will be off the charts because of what you just said. First time in first he wins one in his first 2 years, and first full year as a starter. Right, yeah. Exactly. Just like Tom did. And I think the rest of our days, our kids' days, your grandchildren's days, when there'll be a great episode of Ms. and Mrs. on that day, that we're going to be looking at anybody who does what Burrow might be able to do and say, this is the guy who has a shot, albeit small, to catch Brady one day. That's how we're going to be looking at any kid that comes out of, and if somebody ever comes out of college and wins it as a rookie, look out. I think that's what is on the table.
I think we do with Patrick Mahomes a lot.
Yes, we do.
I think
we did it last year when he went against Brady. Like, if he wins, that means he's one step closer.
Exactly.
And Brady stays
I think
put.
everyone's always going to be compared to Brady because Brady is the epitome of greatness.
Right.
And so for every young, star coming into the NFL, that's your goal. Your goal is to get there and exceed him. But how do you do it? I mean, you were just talking about it, like Brady retiring. Is he really going to stay retired?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You do?
No, I don't.
What makes you think that?
Because when you love something so much and then you just put it on the shelf and say, "Nah, I'm not going to do this anymore." It's hard to leave. Especially like you watched him this year. His ball velocity wasn't terrible. It's not like his ball velocity was slow. Like when you saw Peyton or Ben, you were like, "This might be his last year." The ball's velocity wasn't as fast as it used to be. With Brady, he looked great. Like his ball velocity was fantastic. That last game, like he had a tremendous comeback. It's a Brady-esque comeback. For him to say like I'm retiring, I don't know. It's just tough to believe when you feel like he has more years in him.
Well, Michael Irvin, as you know, was just here, and he said essentially he's thinking it didn't take very long of him just hanging out at home with wife, with kids, and just being around with. No, I just think when you love
something so much and you've dedicated your entire life to it, and you still feel you have fuel in the tank. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to keep doing it until your body says you can't do it anymore. And watching him play this year, it didn't feel like his body couldn't do it anymore. Maybe his brain is starting to get to a point where it's like, maybe I can do something else. But if he found something else that he loves even more than football, which I don't know, maybe it's the TB12 stuff that he's been doing.
Right.
But I don't see it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.